Good afternoon. It is Thursday, October 18th. It is a little after 4:45, about 4:48, and I'm calling this transit meeting to order with a quorum present in council chambers. First on our agenda is approval of the minutes of May 23rd and May 28th. They're in your packet. Are there any concerns? Otherwise, I'll take a motion to accept the minutes. Thank you. Motion by Gisselman, second by Lukens. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That passes. New hire operations supervisor position.
Yes, as of October 14th, we had our new PM operations supervisor, Thomas Bauer, start. He is in training. He comes to us from logistics of trucking, so very much looking forward to that, and looking forward to building the rest of the team. Thank you.
Any questions? No? Review of the Hmong Festival.
Yeah, at Hmong Festival in July, there were 5,060 unique rides during those 2 days, so a very successful Hmong Festival for us. We did go a little bit over budget as the first gentleman attended the festival and required a bus and an operator for us for staging and possible security. We have billed, but we do not believe that we will receive the money for that. So, but we look forward to doing the Hmong Festival again next year.
Is that, do we have how much that costs our budget every year?
How much it costs us to just do the Hmong Festival?
Right, not
yeah,
from-
there is something in the budget item. I can get that for you for next transit meeting, the exact figure.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry, my computer just. Okay. Come on. Okay, thank you. The feasibility study.
Yeah, I am currently working with Aaron Arkham from Marathon County to put together an RFP for a feasibility study to determine whether or not our current location will be sufficient for the future, or if we need to plan to start looking for a new place to house Metro Ride. And along with that is the SRF technology upgrade. They should be within the next month or so having that their proposal complete, so we can send it out for bid. And as soon as they get that back to me, I will bring that before Transit Committee as well.
How long do you think it would take once we get it out to bid?
They're saying that once it gets out to bid, it needs to go out to bid for approximately 6 months. And then we're not asking for anything new or extraordinary in this. All the technologies that I've asked for already do exist. So for a technology company that's already dealt with transit in the past to build this, should not take more than a few months.
We've been waiting a long time for that technology, so we're excited, and we hope to see the end soon. Any other questions? You want to go ahead?
With the feasibility study, let me back up to the technology. Could you just fill in again what some of the element, it's been maybe months. If you could just sort of fill us in again on the technology advancements that will be coming, and so that the people hearing us can also see what's coming for local transit.
Yeah, so the technology from an in-house point of view is going to record our miles, is going to record the times that the bus operators start their route, the amount of fuel that goes in. It will record the location, and this is what's going to help the passengers is through this technology, we should be able to create an outward-facing app for the public, which will have every 5 seconds, the satellite should be telling this app where the buses are located, so you'll have a better idea on how to get where your bus is for catching the bus. And it's going to eliminate a lot of the hand paperwork that is currently done at Metro Ride and automate that process, so it takes out the human error, the ability to communicate for us as management staff to communicate with the buses and the bus drivers and know their location within 100 feet at any given time. So if somebody gets lost and then they don't know where they are, or anything happens, an accident, we're more able to react promptly.
Will it announce the streets?
Absolutely, yes. It will do all the automated stop announcements as per ADA.
And the website or the app would be accessible, ADA accessible?
Yes.
Okay. What else?
And the app is part of the package?
Yes, they are supposed to be building us this application.
So my other question, if we ever expand, will this work with any expansion?
Yes, it's just the base system, so all we would have to do is put the new system in whatever new buses that expand out into these other cities, and they'll just follow the same rules. We'll have to put in the ADA stop announcements for any new route, as it's not going to know where it is until we tell it where it's going to be.
And my other question, will it update when there's a detour, when the buses are detoured?
It is supposed to. That is something that I've asked for, that I said was important for bus detours, and so we would have to build the basic detour routes into the system. So once again, because the bus doesn't know where it's at. It just,
Right.
But yeah, should have the capability to build in a detour for automated systems. The bus operators will still have to announce that they're going on a detour, but once they hit the correct detour button, then the automation should take over.
And would that be updated daily if there's a change because of, for example, when they close a route because of a campaign coming to town and they change a route?
As soon as we know,
Okay,
we should be able to upload that information into the system.
that'd be wonderful.
Just with regard to the feasibility study, then, what, is this person from Marathon County on their plan commission, on their planning, or who is?
Yeah. He is one of the county planners, and he has a little bit more experience in this than I do. So he is working with me together. We need to figure out how to evolve our bus purchasing right now. We don't have a facility that can handle hybrid, electric, or the new hydrogen buses that are coming out. So we either need to expand our current location or move to a new location. Also, if we expand into outlying areas, we don't have the storage facility for our buses during the winter.
So what is your timeline? We just went through 3 budget meetings. What is your timeline for a new, I understand the need for a new facility. I get that, but concerning, how we are pacing ourselves into the future, this most likely would be a new facility of some sort, create a new, it's not something you can move into, basically.
Yeah. The RFP and the feasibility study are supposed to be done by December 31st of 2025. That is the deadline that the FTA has given us for the grant.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Anything you would like to be brought back for, on the agenda next month? That you'd like updates on, or?
Yes, I would like an update on the subcommittee with the other communities and what's happening or not happening.
Okay, if we have met with them by then,
Yeah.
I will give you some give you that
I
information.
mean, even if you haven't met, we don't even know if you ever met, some report.
Anything else?
Do you write a monthly newsletter for the city pages, for the mayor's newsletter?
I do not.
Because I think there should be a reminder that it's not Metro Ride's responsibility to shovel the bus stops, because it's the owner that lives by the bus stop's responsibility, and just to let the public know that, because not every bus stop is shoveled.
All right. We'll see if
And
we
we're
can get
supposed to
that.
get a lot of snow this winter.
Yes.
Just a friendly reminder.
And while we're talking about future, I think if we could be looking at, I know that I get requests for a variety of benches throughout the system that, specifically some heavily used stops. For instance, the Walgreens site on the west side, First Avenue in that area. And I'm wondering or how we could approach that, if that's some areas that we can move into. I think that we need to address some of these issues, and that's one that keeps occurring to me. Thank you.
Okay, Carol.
Listening to that, it's just reminding me of, I've received a number of communications from residents on the southeast side that have to cross Grand Avenue for a bus stop. And, some are elderly, some don't have good eyesight. And, and they, I know that there's the other service that I was really appreciative to learn about this service where they can call ahead of time, like the day before, and be picked up from a van or small, right?
Yeah,
Small-
that's our paratransit service. They do have to apply for that and have medical documentation.
Okay. So, some have, I think it's hard because I know one person said he almost got hit by a car, and, it's hard. And, I was just trying to I was thinking about it and just thinking like, what do you do in cases like that? Are there any other safety measures that can be put in place? Like, I think he asked for like, can you have a flashing light or something? But I don't know if there are any other safety measures or not, so.
Yeah, that would definitely be a function of the city to put in crossing lights.
I was on a Zoom meeting with the Wisconsin Council for the Blind on Monday. In the area in Madison, they got a speeding, it was 45 miles an hour, and they got it changed to 25 because of pedestrians and having to cross the streets. And audible walk lights help too. Grand Avenue is terrible to cross.
Just a reminder, I want to say too, because I'm on the phone with those riders when they call, they do have stops on both sides of Grand Ave. So like at the towers and down on Sturgeon Eddy, they have the option of waiting for a later bus if it works for them, or going out earlier and catching that. And I think a lot of times, sometimes that just doesn't work in their time frame, but it is an option for them to stay on the same side of the road that they live on and just catch an earlier or later bus as well. So.
Thank you, because that's something I wondered about. So this one, I believe this stop was south of Sturgeon Eddy a bit, where they, so do they have, does every stop, is it on both sides?
So once he gets to Sturgeon Eddy, he goes west and goes down towards North Central Healthcare and goes into that neighborhood, and then he comes down. I'm drawing a blank on one of the middle streets, and he kind of winds around where he comes back, and his final stop is south as he gets is Kent Street, and then he comes back north on Grand Ave. So if they were able to, whether they're in a wheelchair or if it sounds like maybe they're elderly and they have issues that way, but they could walk down Grand Ave to one of those side streets and still catch a bus stop that's not on the opposite side of Grand. There are options there.
So south of Sturgeon Eddy, there are.
Yep, on some of those side streets.
Oh, on the side streets, not on Grand.
Correct. And if you ever wanted to look up and see exactly where those stops are, just go on Google Maps, and if you zoom in as far as you absolutely possibly can, every bus stop that we have will pop up with a blue bus symbol, and it'll tell you, you can click on it and it'll tell you the time and all throughout the day that bus is going to stop at that stop, and you'll be able to see which streets have them on, so that if you ever have someone asking you about that, you could bring it up right on your phone and be able to, that's what I do all day long. I educate people and try to fix those problems for them in the interim of waiting for the city to put in new crosswalks and those type
Sure.
of things.
Thank you for
You're
that. I
welcome.
appreciate it.
But just for a point of information, it's really a long stretch between Sturgeon Eddy and Kent. And all of the park benches on the Pine Grove Cemetery side, that's all by a bus stop. So there are several there and Bernard and Reuter, those street, I think those all have, and we know Grand Avenue is terrible.
Sure. Anything else? Otherwise, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Thanks. Second? Okay, thank you. Second by Lukens. Okay, thank you. All in favor, say aye. And we're adjourned. Thank you.